let me understand this. Could deliver Istoko sama goals.
Hey, Istoko.
Sama goals.
Ow. And plus, expecting Istoko for next week. That's what we see the next week.
Yeah, Nize.
Oh, Doggy. No man's. Doggy, it's tough. It's tough. 3-0 is a big mountain to climb.
No. It's not tough. That's the name of the game. This is when now you see the depth. This is where you see where you haven't done well. So if such happens, it's sort of like a learning curve for you to go back to the drawing board, fix whatever is supposed to be done. Because the first 25 minutes, they looked like the team was promising to score. Pirates came back, like, I don't know what happened in the dressing room.
Yeah.
So Pirates played better, and characters, individuals, team tactics, if you can look at the subs that Pirates made, it was like a pound for pound. So you take up the best player, you bring in the best player. Now when you look at the other side, it's players that are given an opportunity. They're still young.
The question that I have, Doc, is you are saying the technical plan went wrong. It's time to go to the drawing board. It's time to look for positives.
The positives,
now,
yes.
We have to go to we can't run away from the fact of squad depth.
Yeah.
That's something that Kaizer Chiefs doesn't have this season, squad depth.
Yeah, but
look at the substitutions that were made.
Yes.
Happy Mashiani, he's still a youngster. He's not really established himself in the first team. Farmer comes in.
Yes.
Those substitutions. Yes. Look at Orlando Pirates side. When they're making substitutions. Happy Jele, you're talking about Fortune Makaringe. You're talking about Dion Otto coming in. So when you're looking at the two squad depth, you have to say, I feel sorry for Gavin.
But again, Thomas, yes, of course, as a coach, you deal with what we have. You get the best out of what you have. Yes, we might say it's an excuse in terms of they don't have.
And you see what Gavin is doing. I mean, he's saying, this is what I got. I've got to play them. So that at least as the season continues, there's experience that they've built up.
But then how do you introduce them?
Yeah.
That's key.
Well, I want to look at the second half statistics because they tell a story. It was 1-0 at halftime to Orlando Pirates. And then look at this. Those stats make it very interesting. Pirates 6 chances, Kaizer Chiefs just the 1 chance in that second 45 minutes of action. They're the team chasing the game, but if you look at attempts, Chiefs didn't create enough.
Thomas, it says at halftime, Orlando Pirates had 4 shots, Kaizer Chiefs had 2. So in the second half, Kaizer Chiefs did not test Richard Ofori.
And it's all on the break. I mean, if you consider
it's all there. Because Orlando Pirates, they times the stats at halftime by 2. But shots on target, then Pirates, it's 8 at goals and 6 on target. And when you're looking at Kaizer Chiefs, at halftime, it was 2 shots and then 1 on target. It's still the same at the end of the 90. That's why I'm saying, in terms of building, and let's look at the last line, Thomas. The last line is 59% ball position, and you don't test the goalkeeper.
But then there's another stat that's interesting here, Doc, and that's probably where Kaizer Chiefs are missing a Kokota Piano, missing a Matoho. Corner kicks, 6 corners. Usually, last season, if Chiefs have 6 corners, 2 of them are in the net.
Definitely, that's where they are strong. But hence, you alluding to the fact that there are certain individuals that are not there. But again, within the game's, tactical approach, it's all about what you have. How do you swing around in terms of the options? Now you're looking at the squad also. You ask yourself, what happened to the likes of Cambodia? The guys that will carry the load in terms of this magnitude. Now when we look at the Sundowns game, 3-0. Now today 3-0. They played against Chipa, an own goal was scored. So where does it take us? It means there's no attacking options or goal-scoring poachers.
Doc, I know that you're saying that, but I don't know if that's the case. Let's look at this. And I want you to keep talking because let's look at the first half here. And look at how Kaizer Chiefs created chances that could easily have put Chiefs 2-0 up here.
It's half chances.
Not high, half chances.
Now look at how many blue shirts in the box. Look at how many box in the box. How many blue shirts in the box. This is why I'm saying you don't have numbers inside the box. There's no way you're going to score. So if you are not inside the box, how are we going to score? Hence, I'm saying it's a half chance because now, in this regard, Look at the recovery of Pirates defenders. 1.
Nyauza
2,
comes back,
3 against 2.
but Billiard should have scored here. Once he's done all the work, he does get the
Maybe he
opportunity
should
to
have.
score.
It might-
Look
it
again
may-
here, killer pass.
That's
Billiard's
another
gone.
killer pass.
Now, he
let's
delays.
look.
He
Look at the
delays.
recovery, Thomas. Look at the recovery of the Pirates defense. Look, there.
But nobody goes with Castro.
No,
and
yes.
yes, Castro should make it a goal. That could have been 2.
Hence, that's why I'm saying it. Look at the recovery. They do have the numbers, but it cheats. It's only 1 or 2 goals. You need numbers in order for you to score. So this is a break attack. I mean, obviously, you really needed people that will be, as you can see,
Maracor.
he should have scored. Yes.
Maracor.
Yeah, he should have
now
scored.
that's 2 already. That could have gone in
That
the back
could
of the
have gone
net.
inside.
There was
Yeah.
still another opportunity that Chiefs did create in that first half that could easily have gone on with a set piece that Ngezana got in the end.
Thomas, let's look at the moments that Kaizer Chiefs had earlier in the game.
Yeah.
Orlando Pirates were still caught cold.
Yeah.
We're talking about Tulan Khatswayo and Nyauza
Yeah.
that are found stretched. The centre-back pairing should not move away from each other. When they moved away from each other, that's where Kama Bilal was able to use those chances. Now, you need to give Zimbabwe credit to say what went on in the change room, because I said it after time that Kama Bilal is using the space that is left by Yoste, who was playing at right back position. When he was going up, there was not enough cover. That's why Kama Bilal was making those runs into that space. So we need to give credit to Orlando Pirates to say, okay, they got away with those 2 chances. When you get into the change room, you then speak to a Munari, you speak to a Ben Musar to say we need to cover more the right hand side. Tulan Khatswayo does the same. Nyauza comes on the cover at that moment, and Kaizer Chiefs were shut as soon as they sorted that problem out.
First half, though, there was another chance the Chiefs did have that could have given them something in that first half. That ball played in. Ngezana on the 6-yard box.
I mean, you can't falter the bench there because that's not a half chance. He should have buried it. Now we're talking probably there would have been like 2 goals for Kaizer Chiefs because that ball was well delivered, but second.
He tries to guide it. He's trying to guide it here, trying to just get a little flick on it.
It gets in terms of the heading technique. Thomas, you say he got under the ball.
Yes.
If you get under the ball, you're not going to be able to head the ball downwards and get it on target. So it also speaks to anticipation from Mungezan. You're in that area, you need to anticipate that the ball is going to get to you. You raise an important point to say Eric Mato is not there. If it's last season, it wouldn't be Ngezana playing, it will be Eric Mato playing. He will be putting that in the back of the net.
Now, you did talk about it before the match began.
Yeah.
Zakele Lipasa getting the opportunity to start today. He didn't let his coach down. Here we look at it. Juka Manja throwing the ball in. Goal.
But it's an offside goal. We looked at it at halftime. Zakele Lipasa was offside. But you can also say, well taken by Zakele Lipasa, because as a professional player, you play to the whistle. And the whistle did not go, and he applied himself, and he gets it. There's the slow-mo that we want to show that will highlight clearly what I'm speaking about. What you need to look at is Zuga Manja. Let's also give credit to the understanding between the 2 players. They've not played long together, but Zugamanja delays. He's delaying here. He's looking at Mayele as an option. He doesn't give him the ball. Then he sees that Zakele Lipasa is in a good position. Then he puts it in the back of the net. What a way to open your account for Zakele Lipasa. The young man really enjoys playing against Kaizer Chiefs. And as we freeze it here, look at that line. What I'm speaking about here, Zakele Lipasa is ahead of Cardoso, who's the last man for Kaizer Chiefs. He puts it in the back of the net. Well taken goal, but offside.
Yeah, slightly offside there. Not spotted by the officials, and it counts. 1-0. And then again, Lipasa here. He's the man that Pule is looking for. He's in the box. He wants it.
Yeah, he's in the box. This is what I'm talking about. You get numbers inside the box. This is when you score goals. And this young man here is forever at the right place at the right time. And he's doing the basics.
Look at here. Yosta.
So look how
Yosta throws the ball out there to Pule.
Yes.
Now it's 3 Pirates players against 2. Got to score.
The weight of the pass, eh?
The pass wasn't good from Pule, but what an opportunity to create. And then again, look here. The passer wins the ball then on his bike.
He's on his bike and he wants to expose
Ngezana has to bring him down.
But one thing that we need to highlight is intelligence. He knows that the supply is no more coming. So what you do as a striker, you drop deep. You don't only drop deep, you drop deep and take the defender wide, because you know it's uncomfortable for any centre back to want to compete with a striker in wide areas like that. And Gezana was exposed for pace there. Good hunger, determination shown by young Zakeleli Pasa. He's brought down, he wins a free kick for Orlando Pirates. Yellow card should have been given there.
It was given. It was given.
It.
Had to bring him down there. He was away, and Gezana takes the yellow card for the team. So, as we look at how Lepasa did there was still plenty more to talk about out of this game, and we are going to talk about it. It's not every day that you see 3 goals going to one team in a Soweto derby, but that is what has occurred in this MTN 8 first leg semi-final. Next moment, let's give a look and see exactly what it is that we've got for Fori, another new man in the Orlando Pirates jersey, and he comes up big. He wasn't really tested today, but when asked, did the job.
Did the job, Thomas. One thing that I love about Ofori is positioning.
Yeah.
That looks very easy. But it looks easy because of his positioning, his reading of the game. When the corner kick comes in, he's thinking about leaving his line and following the ball. When he realizes that he has got enough men or defenders to deal with the ball, he keeps his position, and that's why he makes the save look easy. It's not easy to replace a man that made 12 clean sheet in Wayne Sunderland last season in the games that he has played. He comes in with all the experience that he has gotten, having represented Ghana at the national level, but he's a great signing for Orlando Pirates.
That wasn't Gezana with the header there. You can see what he can give you in the box when it comes to the ball in the air. But Doc, for this goal, Gezana block, when Pule scores here, let's take a look at it. They don't do maybe enough here to keep the ball from finding the back of the net. Long ball played forward. Lorch does the work. Why do they not really get near Lorch here? Gezana doesn't put a foot in, and neither does Blom.
When we look at this, it's individual brilliance by Pule. His first touch, you know, is the one that made him to look good. Now, when you look at the distances, Gezane is looking at the player behind him. There, Blom, he thought by probably
Sabi penalty.
Sabi penalty. And to be honest, why was Gezane far from Pule? You know, because inside the box you need to pick tight. So in this situation, his first touch exposed the 2 defenders in such a way that and that was individual brilliance.
Good quick feet from Pule.
Yes, quick feet. I mean, also the thinking. He knew he was inside the box. Good first touch, and obviously him taking another step forward. That's the individual brilliance.
Because Gezana can't touch him.
He can't touch him.
behind,
No,
and Blom is thinking, Mang Faginyao Lana, I touch him,
It's a
penalty.
penalty. Yeah.
Coaching moment,
Yeah.
if that happened in open play, I would understand. It's a set play for Orlando Pirates in their own half. Chiefs has got all the time in the world to organize. That one ball that is played by Hlatswayo to be able to find Pule, Lodge making the run in behind the defense, that is unacceptable at this level. Lodge has got all the time to control and then cross the ball. Pule has got all the time to control. The first touch was not good enough for Pule. He exposed the ball. Blom Ongezan is supposed to deal with the ball. They don't deal with the ball. He has got all the time to turn and then unleash a shot. That is one thing when you say you are going to the drawing board. You're going to the drawing board to say it's a set play. You have time to organize. You're waiting for the ref to blow the whistle and still you're not able to deal with it. I'm sorry. That is not good enough at this level.
We're expecting a big battle between Hlatswayo and Castro in this game.
Yeah.
It didn't really show up. Castro did have an opportunity to score, and for the most part, when it came to the 50-50s between the two of them, Hlatswayo seemed to have the answer. Take a look here. Ball thrown in.
Yeah.
Mashiani throws it in, and here, Hlatswayo stands tall. Doesn't happen.
No.
No?
It does not do enough.
No,
Look at Castro. Again, physicality.
Yeah.
This is one striker that plays well with his back to goal.
Maybe
Look how he turns Tulani. It's like Tulani is not there. He turns Tulani. He
Yes.
still controls the ball. It was lucky Tulani because Nyauza was there on the
interfered,
cover. But
yes.
Thomas, if we take it back again, it's not good enough for Tyson because Castro controls the ball. The ball is exposed in the air. Tulani is supposed to use his physicality and tower over Castro, but he doesn't do that. The upper body strength from Castro really shows that he is stronger than Hlatswayo in that moment.
As much as you're saying that, guys, the scoreline tells me 3-0.
Yeah.
It tells me the Pirates defense did more than enough today to keep the clean sheet. However, when we look at on balance on the opportunities that did come, maybe that is a very flattering scoreline to Orlando Pirates.
Flattering, yes, because as I'm saying in that moment that we just showed with Castro and Tulani Hlatsoyo, Tulani Hlatsoyo is completely beaten. But key is the cover defense. Key is the doubling up. Key is the group defending from Orlando Pirates in today's game. Yes, in 1v1 situations, there were times that they were beaten. But there's always the cover. Look at this, Thomas. Tulani Hlatsoyo, look at Nyawuza. He's watching what is happening. But as soon as he sees that his captain is struggling to deal with Castro, Tulani is beaten now. He does not know where the ball is. Now, look at Nyawuza coming through, Thomas. That is what we call group defending, doubling up, always being there on cover for another one. Tulani Hlatsoyo is beaten. Who comes across 12? It's Nyawuza. It's his centre-back pairing. And good defending from Orlando Pirates.
But that's a clear example of why Happy Jelle maybe is sitting right now. Because the sense is from Zimbabwe that Nyawuza has a little bit more speed and is likely to get around and cover up with Hlatsoyo, like you just saw there.
But then, I think it was the individual brilliance in Castro. As a defender, you don't allow a striker to feel you. Because there he knew which side Hlatsoyo was. And hence, that's the reason why he turned him left yard. So he needed probably not to be too tight in terms of trying to win the ball. But it's inside the box, but the brilliancy of what Khumbudzo is talking about, the group tactical approach, which was what Nyawuza did.
Doc,
Yeah,
Gavin Hansford,
yeah.
in this change room now with a very depressed Kaizer Chiefs team there, surely he's saying to the guys, yes guys, 3-0 is the scoreline, but it should not have been. And we are still in this NTN8 semi-final because he can point to the highlights now and find 3 chances the Chiefs could have scored.
Definitely, you could pointing out on those chances missed. But now, from this game, you only pick the positives to say we still have another 90 minutes that we still have to play. And what is it that we did right and what we did wrong for us to be able to match Pirates? Because now, I said they couldn't match Sundowns because of personnel. Now again today, against the personnel, it was too strong for the youngsters. And also, they do have players that I strongly believe that can do the job when it comes to this kind of games. Yes, there's so many players. You need to believe and change their attitude and make sure that these players are in a mode whereby they understand the gold and black jersey, what does it mean to them, for them to be able to perform. Why get players where else they're not going to be utilized? Yes, we understand that he might not have time in terms of making sure that everybody, gels within the philosophy that he wants to bring into the team. But at the end of the day, the Janga says, this is a player that did wonders for Leopards. This is a player that they went to fetch in terms of trying to emulate a Thabo Moke type of a player. Hence, I'm saying Kaizer Chiefs has a way of doing things, and you can't run away or try to elude it in terms of not applying it. You have to apply what made Chiefs to be from years ago. Now, if you come with personnel, not players that will be able to give the attitude that brought the glory days, the glory good days at Kaizer Chiefs, then there's something wrong. Why would Brazil replace a left back with a very similar left back? Because it's the way, it's the norm, it's the way they carry themselves forward. We have to have a Chiefs way. This is how we used to play. If there is an Ace Ntsoleng with the Chiefs that is down and out, he brings the best out of the team. Now, if you don't have that character, that means there's no Chiefs.
That's a conversation that maybe we need to have, right? Because in South African football, do we have a situation in this country where there's the way of the club and this is how the club plays? Or is it the new coach and the coach is going to change how the club plays? Because there's a Barcelona way, there's a Real Madrid way, but is there a Kaizer Chiefs way, or is it a Steve Komphela way, a Gavin Hunt way, or a...
Thomas, there is scouting. When you're talking about the Kaizer Chiefs way, and you wanted Thomas Mulambo to go scout for Kaizer Chiefs players that will play the Chiefs way. If there's an Ace Kuse that is a qualified coach, There's a Dr. Kumalo who's a qualified coach, and many others. You can utilize those talents, Thomas, to go and scout for players that will play the Chiefs way.
Yeah.
That's my suggestion, to say, find former players who are qualified as coaches to go do the scouting for the team, so that I can find players that will play that way. That will be key for me. But singamiyeki, kusazele ne 3 goal azayithi. Kusazele goal is 3 la. Why is this stopping la ku goal number 2? There is number 3.
I got it. 3 and the ball cleared out of a Kaiser Chiefs attacking situation. That was a Chiefs corner. What a ball out wide.
Thomas, what I want to highlight is transitional play. Lodge here, composure to be able to finish. But
Hotto's ball.
well taken goal by Lodge. Getting his first to open his account
Yeah,
this season.
Galeo, man.
But Thomas,
Hotto.
Nyambono Otto.
Hayi, awubonanga kahle. Awukhulumi ngayo manje.
I want to take it from here.
Yeah.
Because Orlando Pirates deals well with the ball.
Hotto.
Bad first touch.
Hotto.
Bad first touch gives Otto
Yes,
the ball.
yeah.
Now on transition, think forward, run forward, look at goal, compose yourself now. Then he puts it in the back of the net. Delightful pass.
But then when we come to the defensive part of it with Kaiser Chiefs, a dead ball situation, two young
Chiefs attacking.
defensively. They are attacking, they lost the ball. So Pirates is attacking with
Counter.
the worst first touch. Now who is there at the back? You're talking about Mashiane, you're talking about Ulebohang. And these are the youngsters that are playing up front. They don't have the defensive quality. Hence, this goal was scored. Now you look at how Lebo tried to control the ball. I mean, he shouldn't have been like casual there, because this is what happened. They lost the possession, and it was counter-attack.
And that's where you use the word quality.
The
Because
quality.
The
But
quality of
we shouldn't have left two players that are young and probably, I mean, that don't have defensive qualities. Maybe sacrifice one of the defenders with one of the youngsters.
Because you have arguably one of the best left foots in the country in Dion Hotto,
Dion Hotto.
who, when he gets that ball, has one idea. Take it forward, look for Lodge, the rest is history.
Maybe a coaching moment or an opportunity to inform and educate. When you have an offensive opportunity in a dead ball situation, you must not get excited about attacking.